In this exercise, we start our exploration of Catalyst CS5.5 by actually exploring the interface. And to get yourself started, you need to literally start Catalyst. So just double-click the application to start it, and it will take a second to get going, and then up will come the splash screen. This is called a rune, by the way. And it will load in all the bits and pieces it needs to work, and up comes the start screen. Now, the start screen is broken into three areas: open recent projects, from an Illustrator file, Photoshop file, or FXG file. These are new projects that you can create elsewhere, and we'll be getting into those later on in this course. You can even create a blank project, and of course down the bottom here are the usual Adobe things, tutorials to get you started, what's new in the application, and there's a lot new in 5.5. Some of the resources available to you, and of course, a lot of the tutorials for Catalyst are on Adobe TV. To get yourself started, I need you to open a project. So we're going to open a project. You just click the Browse button there, come to your desktop, open up your exercise folder, and look for the NOS.FXP file located in your lesson folder. And when it opens, then you saw what happened there, that progress bar, that's Catalyst building the project. And when Catalyst opens, everything that you need to do is suddenly visible to you. Now, I'm just going to fit this in the window so you can see the whole thing. Now, there's a lot to this interface, so I'm going to break this into two pieces. In this overview, what I want you to do is just sort of get familiar with what you're looking at on the screen. And in the next one, we'll sort of pop over and take a little deeper look at some of the panels and other little features that are available in the app. This area here with all the stuff on it, that's called the artboard. This is where the magic happens. It's on the artboard, the user sees it. If it's not on the artboard, the user doesn't see it. Up at the top here, you'll see the pages. They're actually called states in Catalyst. And you can navigate through states just by simply clicking on the one you want to go to. You can duplicate them by selecting one and just clicking that button, or even adding a blank page. Okay, you can regard them as pages. So if I want to add a new blank state, I just click that. That new blank state opens up, and I can go to work on it. Now, if I want to get rid of it, all I need to do is select it and click the trash can. Up here is the grabber hand. This is wonderful when you've zoomed in, so you can get the magnifying glass here and zoom in, and then use the space bar, and you can move around inside the interface. If you double click it, you can zoom back out to 100% view. Now I'm going to go back into fit the artboard in the window so you can see everything. You can scroll up and down inside the window if it's big. And one of the things that you will discover about working with Catalyst is you will actually have projects that are very long. They can be used for such things as slideshows and sliding products along and all kinds of stuff like that. Other little feature here, what you see is no selection. This is actually called the HUD. If I select something, the HUD lights up. And this is where components are created, and we'll get into that in a few minutes. Up here are the two views. This is the design view that you're looking at. There's also a code view. You will rarely, if ever, go into the code view. Now, the code view is very simple. You just click it, and up comes the code view. Most Catalyst projects will involve the use of a developer, and he or she will take that code that you're generating from Catalyst and open it up in another application like Flash Builder and optimize it and really make it rock and roll and work properly so that you can either put it on the internet or use it as a standalone application. Across the top here are a variety of tools: selection tools, sub-selection tools, rotation. You can add text, very primitive shapes, squares, circles, and ellipses, triangles, hexagons, octagons, and stars. Lines, again, the grabber hand and the magnifying glass are in the tools. So there you go. There's kind of the overview of where everything is that you are looking at. In the next exercise, what we're going to look at are all of these little panels. These are called panels, and there are a lot of them there. I'll stop it here, and we'll pick it up with the next exercise.